Hey Team Beauty Surge, Erin Call here. Excuse me, I'm sick, so bear with me. I am a director here with Limelight by Cajon on Team Beauty Surge. So I am here to talk to you guys today, and I'm gonna get right to it. So if you're watching me live, say hey. If you're watching the replay, throw a hashtag replay in the comments, and if you have any questions, I will come back and answer them after. But I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to swipe the comments to the right so that I'm just getting right into this. I'm here to talk to you guys about sharing the opportunity, building your business through bringing in new business partners, and how you can do it in different ways you can do it that I find have been effective for me. So first things first, I forget who I heard this from, but I remember hearing this months back. Someone said, if you want to sell a lot of makeup, great, do makeup tutorials. Cool, makes sense, right? Then why don't we think that if you want to really expand your business and bring in new business partners, that you have to talk about the opportunity all the time? If you're gonna sell makeup, lots and lots of makeup, you're gonna do makeup tutorials almost every day, right? If you're gonna wanna recruit and bring in new business partners, you're gonna have to talk about the opportunity all the time, almost every day. And so, thanks Heather. And so that's what I'm gonna talk to you guys about, different ways. And I think that we hesitate a lot of times to share the opportunity time and time again because we feel like we're overwhelming people. We feel like maybe we're doing it the same way every single day and it's gonna turn people off rather than attract people. So I believe that to an extent, you know, but if you're doing it the right way and you're doing it through attraction marketing and storytelling, you can talk about the opportunity in the business and how it's fitting into your life and what it's doing for you every single day. And honestly, you want to. You absolutely want to, okay? So how do you talk about the business? My absolute, sorry, I'm sick, you guys. My absolute favorite way to talk about the business is through storytelling. Okay, I'm gonna give a lot of examples, but for example, today, I just so happened, and I didn't even plan to talk about the business. I was doing a quick face makeup tutorial for my followers, and I got just a little bit on the topic of being a work-at-home mom and how it is different than being a work-out-of-the-home mom. I have done both of them, and how I've set myself up to, I don't have to go back to work when my little guy turns 5 in May and starts school in August. I'm not gonna have to go back to work. A lot of people, so I kind of shared the story that I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of people that I know that their children, you know, they go back to school and now they're like, oh my gosh, I've been out of the workforce for 8-10 years. Now I have to go back to work. And I don't have to do that because I set myself up for that by choosing this business, by allowing this business to work into my life. Even with the struggles and, you know, the challenges that you have of running a business when you have children at home, I made it work so that I don't have to go back to work next year, right? And so I just shared that. So, and that resonates with a lot of people, you guys. So my favorite way to share the opportunity and talk about the business is through storytelling. You have to think about, how does this benefit you? How does this fit into your life? What little wins were you able to do? It can be monetary, it can be confidence, it can be anything that you have gained from this business. You need to be sharing. There are so many women out there that are just waiting to hear your story, just waiting to hear how this impacted you, because this somehow may fit into their lives. And you never discount anyone and you never know. And the biggest thing for me is through storytelling and sharing live videos on the opportunity. 90% of the people that have joined my business have approached me. Don't get me wrong, I offer the opportunity when I see fit. I continually build relationships. I have implemented Ashley's talk to 2 new people a day. Just bring in all the friends, right? Just expand my network. But then talking about the opportunity and the business on live videos has been really the main reason that I've been able to recruit. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this really quick. And I did this work maybe a couple months back, okay? And it really helped me gain clarity on who I wanted to work with. And I did write notes, so I'm gonna look down. And it also helped me get some really good topics to talk about, because I think sometimes, again, we run out of things to talk about in regards to the opportunity. We're like, oh, I want to go live about the opportunity, but what do I say other than talk about the kit, right? So many things, okay? So write down who is your ideal client. And I've actually done this with my team, and I have worksheets, like, you know, just like documents essentially that I've made that I can always share with you guys. But who is your ideal client? Okay, so write down, who do you want to work with? Do you want to work with a stay-at-home mom that needs some confidence, that really needs something for herself because she literally just takes care of kids all day? Or sorry, I'm sick. Or do you want to work with the corporate mama who is just like you were when you joined this business, who's overworked, overrun, burnt out, and wants something to replace her income? Like, you really have to think about that. Like, who's your ideal client? Okay, who do you really want to work with? What do they struggle with? Literally, write this out, journal. I promise you it works, and it really, really, really helps you come up with amazing topics to talk about when you're going to talk about the opportunity, okay? What do they desire? Like, what do they want? Oftentimes, the funny thing is, oftentimes your ideal client is going to be who you were when you joined this business, okay? Because most of the time we're going to reach ourselves, right? When we're being authentic, we attract people that are just like us to us. So that's why you need to figure all this out, okay? And that's why journaling and writing all this down is really, really helpful. What do they desire? What if they tried that hasn't worked? Maybe some of them have tried other network marketing companies and they weren't happy with the quality of the products. They weren't happy with the compensation plan. They weren't happy with whatever it was. What if they tried that hasn't worked? And what will they happen if they don't figure this out? Are they going to continue to be the burnt out mama that literally doesn't have anything for herself? Are they going to continue to be burnt out corporate worker that is like dying so bad to have something for herself, or dying so bad to have time freedom to be home with her family? Like, what exactly, hey Morgan, what exactly are all these things and how do these pieces come together? So I'm just going to really quick recap. Who's your ideal client? What do they struggle with? What do they desire? What if they tried that hasn't worked? And what will happen if they don't figure this out? If you write all those down and actually sit down and really, really work through those questions, you're going to come up with so many live video topics, so many things that you can talk about. And the really awesome thing is that because you've worked through who's your ideal client and all this stuff, it is going to directly reach who you want it to reach, because you've worked through what their struggles are. You've worked through what they need and what they desire. And now you're putting it out there. You're putting that content out there directly for them. So that will really, really, really help you. Okay, I'm gonna get into some just generic things that you can talk about with the opportunity, but I highly, highly, highly encourage you to figure out that ideal client, all that stuff. And if Ashley's cool with it, I can post that stuff in here for you guys. But things that generically that you can talk about, okay? Share your why, you guys. That goes back to storytelling. Share your why. And don't share your why once and then think, oh my gosh, I shared my why once like a month and a half ago. Well, if you're always expanding your network like we always are working to, right, you're always going to have new people. There's also something called Facebook algorithms, which means only certain people are seeing your content. So if you recycle your content and you share your why again in 2 weeks, recycle your content every couple weeks, that is okay. That's good. You're going to reach new people, I promise. Share about the sisterhood. Talk about, you know, how meeting all these women who are truly empowering has really impacted your life, and maybe even pick a topic about empowering women and talk about how more women need to lift each other up, okay? Share the confidence you've gained from stepping outside your comfort zone, from being the mom who was just, maybe, and I'm just using examples here, guys, but maybe you were the mom that just stayed at home with her kids and all you knew was like baby talk all day, and you had no confidence, never thought you'd get on a live video, never thought you'd show people how to put makeup on. You didn't even know how to put makeup on yourself, right? Okay, me. So share that. Talk about that, you guys. That really inspires people and that really relates you to people. Share your passion and your purpose. Like, you found another purpose by joining Limelight by Cajon. What is it? Talk about it. A really good one that really, if you're trying to reach people who are going to be business builders and really want to work with you, is talk about the direct sales stigma versus reality. Talk about, you know, use some of the stuff that people say to you, or some of the experiences that you may have had with people saying, or maybe people posting on Facebook, that direct sales is just this or just that. Desiree did a really great one the other day. Talk about the direct sales stigma, you know, that people are just selling stuff all over Facebook just to make a quick buck or whatever it is, or that everyone's spammy and annoying, versus what you've really realized since coming here to Limelight by Cajon, and what actually is direct sales. It's not just another pyramid scheme. What is it? It's a legitimate way for women to be home with their children and make an income. Talk about that. That's really important, and that'll speak to a lot of people. I had empowering women down, but I kind of tied that in with the sisterhood, so we'll skip over that one. Talk about limelight quality over quantity. Here's the thing, and something that I feel like makes us really different, and I think you probably all agree with this, is that a lot of times network marketing companies are associated with having a high-priced product, but not necessarily a high-quality product, because maybe they literally decided to go into network marketing and decided to just sell shakes, you know, or just makeup or whatever. Like they weren't a professional makeup company first, like we were. Talk about our quality over quantity, how we might not have the most extensive makeup line, but every piece in there is hand-picked by Michelle and Madison, and you will never find better quality. I mean, you just won't. Talk about that. Talk about your change in opinion on direct sales when you started versus now. Maybe you were the person that thought, oh my gosh, I'll never do that. I'll never do direct sales. I watch all these people sell all this stuff on Facebook. I don't know what they're doing. I'm never doing that. And then you join Limelight, and then the way that you look at direct sales completely changed. Talk about that, because you know what? Do you know how many women are out there that are thinking the same thing that maybe you thought when you joined? Like, I will never do that. I'm watching her. That is great for her, but I'll never do that. Talk about that, because it's going to reach those people, you guys. Environment. That's a really big thing, especially for women that are coming from either another direct sales company or from corporate America. I think Heather might have touched on this before because she was in a sales job, I believe, is talking about the environment here, how it's truly about collaboration and not competition, about how Michelle is so transparent about how we really are here to collaborate and lift each other up. Those are things that like are super appealing to women because that's what women like. The pro makeup difference, okay? So talk about the history of Limelight by Cajon. Limelight by Cajon was started from a professional makeup company. Talk about that. Talk about what makes it different, you guys. And then, yes, show off the kit. Show off the kit. Do a video every few weeks where you show off the kit. There are so many ways for you guys to share this business opportunity. And the thing is if it's a scary thing, and I completely understand, and I'll swipe the comments over. It's a nerve-wracking thing to share a business opportunity when you first start doing it, because a lot of times we think about what's in it for us. And so that's why I love storytelling, because I'm not thinking about what's in it for me and how I can get you to join my team. That's not what we're here for. We're genuinely here to share our stories and to tell women about how this has impacted our lives, because so many other women are probably in the same situation as you, and they would love to be on the other side of this if they just had the nerve or the courage to ask. And a lot of times they don't. So you start talking about this stuff, you start sharing about this, you are gonna reach more people than you know if you're doing this on a regular basis. And once you rip the Band-Aid off, you guys, once you start sharing this, you're gonna get feedback, you know, that is really positive. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna have the people here and there that are gonna question you, that are the naysayers. You know what? Think about on the flip side how many people you're truly impacting when you're sharing an inspirational message, when you're sharing how you've kind of created your life by design here, when you're sharing how you went from having to have a part-time job, now you don't, now you're home with your kids. All of those things are really, really powerful and impactful, and your voice is really, really powerful. So that's pretty much what I have to share with you guys. I hope that that was helpful. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I will ask Ashley if it's cool with her that I post about the ideal client, because there was some more information regarding that also. And I really hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.